Like maybe Iraq, Saddam Hussein is putting that out.
Foreign power that hates us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Tom just informed me that's our new sponsor. Oh, we love that. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's the sickest thing I ever heard. I mean, God damn, can you imagine being in that tower? I think about this all the time. Being in that tower, some plane comes crashing through. I wonder if you are you conscious to see the plane come through? Like, do you get sucked into some weird vortex but I know some people were just like the fire was going in the building. They had to jump out the window to their death. I mean, how the hell could you make a game out of that? You got to be out of your friggin' mind.
Tell me about it.
I'm for fun comedy, outrageous humor, goofing on everything, but Jesus Christ.
I've never seen a Pearl Harbor game. Why would there be a...
Yeah, I just can't even imagine.
September 11th.
The mind that thinks that up.
Well, who they're going to gear this towards, though?
Perverts. I don't know. That's insane. But 9/11 is the worst, horrible tragedy. And I got to say again, congratulations to President Bush. He just went in and took out Iraq for no reason, really. There's no weapons of mass destruction, and it's great. We decided to go take out a leader of a country over there just because they screwed someone over there. So we don't know who did it.
You know,
you know what that says to the Arabs? Go get your people in line, dude. Because if you don't, we're going to keep taking out countries.
You want to be crazy? We'll be crazy.
We're crazy, too. We could be crazy like you. We're going to keep removing you from power. The only thing I can't figure out is why they don't let Israel react to when their buses get blown up, why they're not allowed to go in and eliminate Yasser Arafat and the whole Palestinian country. I don't get it. That's terrorism. If someone came here and started blowing up buses and buildings, it'd be over.
There'd be another country without a leader.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know, it's like if a cop kills a scumbag criminal because he has a knife and then he doesn't find the knife on him. Plan it. The neighborhood's a better place without the guy.
Right,
Plan
exactly.
Yeah, why didn't we just put some weapons of mass
plan a weapon there.
You know what story I can't figure out?
What?
I'm reading the paper today. 3 guys were released.
I was going to talk about that. That is a crazy story.
3 guys were released from prison. They were charged with rape and murder. And they went back now. Barry Shack did a DNA test. Turns out the 3 guys were innocent.
Yeah, but do you realize, I'll read the story. One of the guys confessed.
Well, that's where I'm going with this.
Turned in the other 2.
One guy of the 3 confessed after like a 38-hour interrogation or something. But what the... I mean, how do you confess if you... The DNA test proved that these guys had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with the murder or the rape. But he confessed...
And gave him 2 more names.
Well, why would you do that? And then later on he said, listen, I know I confessed, but I was confused and tired, and I just, I basically... But no matter how confused and tired you were, would you admit to rape and murder?
Never. Under no circumstance.
And would you have other names to give people?
Unless they were torturing the guy, and I don't think they were.
But why would you pick 2 names? I don't understand how...
I guess he didn't want to be alone in prison.
Oh, man.
With some buddies.
Some friends with you?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
They're coming with me.
I mean, how pissed could those 2 guys be at you?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He even said in his confession, we dragged her into the truck. I mean, I don't understand how that happened.
It almost sounds like they did rape someone. It was just the wrong case.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bizarre. I can't figure this case out.
Yeah, that's what I said. Crazy story. It does not make sense.
Yeah, right? I read it and I just said, I need somebody to explain this to me.
So I got to get to the bottom of this one.
Goddamn world is crazy.
Well, Howard, I think there's people out there just want to make money just for the sake of making money. They don't care what they're putting out there.
The 9/11 video, yeah, I can't even imagine they'll make money with that. If they make money with that's insane. Then we've gone straight to hell.
I agree.
No.
Wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you. Terry.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I've been trying to call so long. I can't believe I got in the show. It's pretty cool. Basically, I was just calling to ask you about Porky's. I'm really wanting to become an actor, and I was just wondering if when you were casting for that, because I would like to try to be in it.
Well, with Porky's, we're in the middle of writing the script. We're working with a guy who is writing the script right now.
You're certainly not up to the casting.
Not up to the casting, but I do know one thing. We're going to use real teenagers. I don't want it to look like Dawson's Creek where the kids are 40 years old.
Yeah, I'm 19. I don't know what age you're looking for.
Well, you remember the original Porky's? Remember the kid who, the horny guy?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name right now, which is so silly because I've spent months on this. Pee-wee.
Right.
And Pee-wee looked like he was 35.
Yeah, those kids looked old.
Yeah, that always bothered me about the movie. I love the movie, but I think it would be cool to get some kids who actually look like kids.
Yeah, well...
Call me crazy.
Are you going to, announce it when it's casting or what?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, there'll be all the usual things. You'll put ads in the trades and all that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we're not up to
trades? I don't even know if he's really an actor.
Have you ever been in anything?
No, not really. That's why I'm trying. I didn't know if I would get, a main part, but at least try to, get into something.
Got any experience?
Like I said, I'm just, I live in Florida, so there's not really much to do here. As far as trying
I don't think you can get that whole acting thing together in Florida.
Has he gone to school for acting?
I'm actually looking into that right now.
You been in a school play?
Yeah, a couple, but there's just
Well, that's all you need.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But they didn't tell you where you find the acting job?
You want to know something? This guy might be good. Who knows? I don't know. They got all kinds of ways of screening people.
I don't know, I'm pretty good at remembering lines and things like that. And
That's all you need.
That's all there is to it.
Things like that.
You ever lie to your mother?
Huh?
Ever lie to your mother?
I've had times, yeah.
That's
Did
acting.
you convince her? That's the question.
Did you get away with it?
Yeah.
Then you're a good actor.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, buddy.
And
We'll see you in the
also,
movie.
I just wanted to bring up, I thought I was listening to a show one day in L.A. when I was in there, and some guy brought up an idea. I don't know if you've done it already, a Tourette's dating game. I thought that would have been pretty funny if you were to do that, because I don't think anybody else would have the ball.
Did it years ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you did it.
Why, you got Tourette's?
Me? No, I don't have Tourette's.
Huh.
But I
Thank
could
you.
act like I do.
All right, kid. We'll see you soon. Hey, Chauncey.
Hey, Howard, how's it going?
Yeah. By the way, you got to get to auditions and all that stuff. You know how it works.
I
Chauncey.
don't think he does.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have it figured out at all. You got to go to L.A., then you got to wait till they have these castings, and you go in on them. They're like cattle calls, and it's hard work.
They're the worst.
I mean, and then you go back to your waiter job.
That's right.
Eventually.
You get another job to support your hobby acting.
Right. Chauncey, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, a lot of people that you talk about on the show all have birthdays this week. You want to know their ages?
Okay.
Courtney Cox.
I'm going to say she's...
40.
I'm going to say she's 38.
Okay.
Both of you are close. 39.
Wow. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
These are their real birthdays, or are some of these people lying?
No, these are the real birthdays
How do you know?
because it's from the almanac.
All right, go ahead.
39. Okay, Lee Remini. Remember you had her on the show?
Leah Remini, yeah.
From King of Queens, yeah.
Yes. How old do you think she is?
36.
35.
33.
Sorry.
Didn't mean it, Leah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jesus.
Paul McCartney.
62?
That could be right.
61.
All right.
Roger Ebert, the movie critic.
That's a good one. You know, fat guy's always hard to tell. I'm going to say 60.
Close. 61.
Hmm.
This
He
one
and Paul
surprised-
McCartney, the same age.
Hey, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, we should go to the carnival.
This one surprised me.
Yeah, come here. I'll kiss you if I guess your age. Something like that. Yeah, go ahead.
Singer Ann Wilson from Heart.
Oh, that's a sad story.
You know, they were
They're
on...
going on tour this summer.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say 54.
Ooh,
God, you are
really?
good. 53.
Woo!
Wow, they're that age?
Chauncey
Yeah,
Hayden,
that's scary.
75.
But they were on the Tonight Show the other night, and I was sorry I didn't see them. See what they look like.
Better left unseen.
Ann Wilson, is that the fat one or the blonde?
Nancy Wilson is the fat one. Oh, she's the skinny one? Yeah. I
It's
don't know.
always been an argument.
The skinny one was the blonde.
Right.
And that's Nancy?
But the fat one had that stomach surgery.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is she still fat? I haven't seen her.
I don't know, but
since
the touring.
Put her in Playboy.
They're both the fat ones now.
then. Oh, stop.
Yeah, they
Here's another
are.
one.
They are a little chubby. Yeah, go ahead.
Kathleen Turner.
Oh.
I'm gonna say 60. I'm not a day over 38.
Completely.
Cutting her throat as we speak. 49.
Oh
She did not age well.
no.
Yes, 49.
There's another one. Paula Abdul.
These people all have a birthday today?
All this week.
All right. Paula Abdul is 40.
You good again? 41.
Thank you.
Cyndi Lauper. This one shocked me.
40. No, what am I saying?
Yeah, 40.
48.
No. 50.
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Boy, that's old.
Yeah, who would ever turn 50?
Yeah, don't announce that.
You know, this one surprised me. Frasier. You know the guy who plays the dad in Frasier, John Mahoney?
Yes.
Yeah.
How old do you think he is?
24. No, I'm going to say he's 57.
Really?
70.
I thought he was much older. He's 63.
Hmm.
Edith. Maureen Stapleton.
Edith Bunker, 80.
You're good. 78.
All right.
That's
I
Gene
mean, these are
Stapleton.
people who did the show. We've never had her on.
Here, this is a good one. Meredith Baxter from Family Ties.
Oh, Meredith Baxter Birney.
She's got to be 55,
She
right?
is. She's no longer Birney. Birney left the
And
scene.
it's funny because also the one who played the dad, Malcolm Gross, he has a birthday on the same day, and they're the same age.
Really?
I'm going
Yeah.
to say she's 52.
No, 56.
Oh.
I was closer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meredith Baxter.
Two more.
Barney.
Yeah, I saw on TV.
Michael,
She doesn't look good.
I know. Every time I see Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, I'm like,
Oh.
whoa.
I tell you, that Baxter Birney has big jugs.
How about the Love Boat doctor, Bernie Kopel?
67.
No. 70.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, that's
Not
not
bad.
that far
In the
off.
ballpark.
Two more, and that's it. The guy from Van Halen, the bass player, Michael Anthony Van Halen.
48.
God, 49.
Look at me.
You are
unbelievable.
amazing. Do you have a list of
No, I got no
Yeah, you
list.
gotta
I swear to
see it.
God, search me. Take my urine test. Oh, that was yesterday's show.
Last one. Actress Nicole Kidman.
What is
I'm going to say she's,
35?
I'd say she's closer to 40.
You're ending on a bad note.
What?
36.
That's close. What?
We were just in the office and we were like, we can't believe that Chauncey works in entertainment because he doesn't know anything. Like, he called Gene Stapleton from All in the Family, Maureen Stapleton.
Right.
He couldn't tell the Wilson sisters apart. And Bernie Kopel, again, if you know, he called Bernie Kopel. It's like, we just can't figure out, does he know what's going on?
Gary, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up 15 minutes
Wait,
ago.
you wrote this bit.
Yeah, but he gets smarter later in the day.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah, but
It's
so
Kopel
what?
later
it's
in
just
it.
Gary,
funny.
you
It's
know
just
something?
funny.
You're always throwing me under the bus, and there are things I have on you that I bite my tongue.
Why do you do it? Why
I
don't
don't know
you
why you do it.
have?
I'm going
Give
to
us
stop
one.
doing it.
give us one thing that you bite your tongue?
Let me take Gary, I'm going to give you a chance to apologize to me right now, or I'm going to let my tongue loose.
Let it loose.
Let your tongue loose. And you know what? You take this stuff way too serious. Now, wag away.
Go ahead. Tell us something. You have nothing.
Come
So,
on.
you know what? Once I let go...
Gary's squeaky clean.
No,
You
Gary isn't
have
squeaky
nothing.
clean. Gary is not squeaky clean. And you know what, Gary? I owe you one from the last time I was on the show when you threw me under the bus.
What did I throw you under the bus for that? What
When
was
you
it?
came in about my age and something else.
Dude, this is the show. You listen to the show every day. You love it. All of a sudden, you're sitting there and it's not funny?
No,
What do you got? Let's hear it.
You go out of your way with me, though. You go out of your way.
So
I think it just
lower
seems-
the boom on him.
Right.
Gary's clearing his throat.
I'm clearing my throat. I'm sorry.
Gary, you may want to go into the office for this. You may want to leave the room.
I'm in the room.
I don't know. Do I want to do this to him?
Yes, you do.
Gary, does he have anything on you?
I don't know. With Chauncey, it could be anything. Like, Chauncey could be saying that, like, one time I accidentally gave him a piece of information, which is not true. I mean, it could be anything. I have
All right,
no
let's
idea.
hear what you got, because I know Gary's clean.
All right. Well, remember when Private Parts came out?
Yeah.
And
And Gary raped a guy?
About the guys from the film. And Gary was one of the people that made the cover of Stepping Out. Gary said something in the interview that he called me up about an hour later at my office and begged me to please take it out of the interview.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
All right, go ahead.
I said, so what do you think of Howard's acting ability? And he kind of trashed it. He said, Howard can act. Howard's not an actor. People can't expect Howard to act. Howard has no acting ability.
And then he called you and asked you to take it out.
He called me up and said, listen, Howard, I regret saying it. Can you do me a favor?
You are
know what?
making
You
that
should-
up.
You should. You know what?
That
you should be
is
hit.
so bad.
You should be hit by a bolt of lightning for lying.
Oh, well, it's time to break out the tape.
Break out the tape.
Break out the tape.
Tomorrow? What time should I call in with the tape tomorrow?
5 of 8.
You know what? And you know what the funny thing is, Chauncey? We've been down this road with you before, and it's never quite what you say it is.
It's always exactly.
You got a tape of this?
Bring it on tomorrow.
Yeah, bring it in. No, don't bring it in. Call in.
That's what I mean.
Don't get mad at me because you deserve this.
I want to hear it.
What else you got on Gary?
That's funny.
I'm gonna give me 48 hours, and give me 24 hours, and I will give you a whole show of Gary information.
All right, pull all your Gary tape.
Yeah, and don't call him beforehand and ask him if it's okay.
And all because you can't pronounce Bernie Coppell. This is what you.
No, Gary. This is what broke the camel's back.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to the tapes tomorrow.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
He has it on the same tape as the guy who played Archie Bunker, Sandra Day O'Connor.
Thank you. We'll be back right after these words.
100% entertainment. This is the only thing that television or the radio sponsor will tolerate.
The Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock.
Carney Wilson will be here. She's the formerly fat chick who was in Wilson Phillips, who got her stomach stapled. She's released a book on her experiences getting her stomach stapled, and now she's in Playboy. And I've seen the pictures in Playboy, and I'm not impressed. I think she should be thinner. I do. I think if she got her stomach stapled, I don't understand how she could still have that kind of weight on her.
The only person who seems to have gotten really thin is Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, I got to hand it to her. And she didn't get her stomach stapled. She got a ring put around her.
She got a band, but she also got cancer.
Yeah.
So
that combination seems to have worked.
That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I was reading, I'm not going to lie. Gary was reading Carney Wilson's new book.
Yeah.
I mean, Cindy Perlman's new book. It says Carney Wilson with Cindy Perlman. Probably Cindy wrote it, but it says, one of the worst times I ever had happened. Doesn't that sound weird? One of the worst times I ever had happened. Listen to this sentence. One of the worst times I ever had happened a few weeks later in New York City.
Oh, I see. One of the worst times
I ever had
happened a few weeks later.
Shouldn't there be a comma?
I don't know. No, it's not a real comma situation.
One of the worst times I ever had happened.
It's a run-on sentence.
One of the worst times I ever had happened at da-da-da.
How are you supposed to know to take a breath there? Did you have to put, I don't know. What's the rule on a comma?
The subject is...
I was doing grammar.
One of the worst times I ever had.
Well, all I know is I was doing grammar yesterday with my daughter for her homework.
Mm-hmm.
And they were asking you, like, which is, like, a pronoun and stuff.
And the subject and all that.
I didn't know.
You didn't know anything.
I had no idea.
Who remembers that crap?
A pronoun. You don't know what a pronoun is?
Well, we had to replace, like, if I said Robin went to the store, then I'd have to say she's a pronoun.
That's
evidently.
the pronoun.
I never knew that until yesterday. She went to the store.
Robin is the verb.
No. Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And your problem with that sentence is it's not a typical subject. It's not a one-word subject. The subject is the worst time I ever had.
One of the worst times I ever had happened a few weeks later in New York City when I agreed to go on the Howard Stern Show. She agreed. She begged. Howard had always claimed to be a fan of mine. What? I said I like that song, a Wilson Phillips song.
Is this a novel she wrote?
Wait a minute. Is she, what? You're a fan of hers?
I'm not a fan of hers. What does she do? Howard had always claimed to be a fan of mine, and since he's generally really nice to the people he likes, I thought it'd be a good interview, and maybe even a little challenging, knowing Howard. I even brought along my before pictures so I could show him how much weight I'd lost. And Rob, her husband, then boyfriend, was by my side throughout the whole thing, which actually turned out to be an unfortunate thing for him. As we went on the air, Howard held up my before picture, and the first words out of his mouth were anything but nice. He ranted to Rob, "You were attracted to this? You made love to this? Are you crazy?" Oh, dude.
Are you crazy?
This woman must have weighed 400 pounds. This guy walks in. He's a good-looking, slender guy. I said, come on, dude. What are you, a chubby chaser?
She had to have her stomach stapled. There was a problem.
Yeah, I said, I mean, excuse me for not seeing her inner beauty. By the way, she doesn't even have a good personality. She talks too much. So I'm like, excuse me, dude. I said to Carney, don't you think it's a little odd when a guy's attracted to a 500-pound woman?
You'd be suspicious.
Wouldn't you be a little suspicious? I mean, what this is
He
Howard
must be
Stern
up to
show.
Something.
No, I'll be like Larry King, like, oh, I'm so happy for you.
He's great.
After the show was over, I walked downstairs. You mean you wobbled downstairs?
Well, this is after the stomach.
Oh, that's
right.
Wait. I couldn't believe how low and mean Howard was being, but Rob carried the interview and said, I was always attracted to Carney and loved her for what was inside. Yeah, because she's so much fun. After the show was over, I walked downstairs in silence, barreled through the revolving door of the building, and stood outside bawling my eyes out. You believe
Is
that?
that true? I didn't hear any reports of people seeing somebody crying on the side of the street.
I continued to cry all the way to our beautiful hotel suite, and then I told Rob that I needed to take a nap to get over it. When I opened my eyes, he was standing in front of me holding 24 roses. My honey. Now, this was what it was all about. Look, listen, I can't do an interview with somebody who weighed 9 million pounds and say to some dude, oh, come on, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Do you know how often Dana gets asked that? How she can be, with...
Yeah, I mean, Artie gets that all the time. She's like, Dana's like, how can you be with Artie? I don't understand. I ask it.
Yeah, you ask it constantly.
Right.
It happens to Artie several times every day.
And how many times a day does Beth get asked, how could you be with Howard Stern? I mean, come on. I mean, it's a logical question. That's all. I wasn't beating her up, and I don't think she was crying. She's full of it. I think that's a lie.
She's trying to make the book more dramatic.
Yeah. I think she's trying to come up with some adversity in her privileged life.
I cried. I got down and I cried.
Hey, Gene.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Listen, why are you ragging on Carney for?
I'm ragging. I'm challenging her book.
Come on, the fatties need love too, though.
I'm giving her love. I'm just saying, listen, who else is talking about her book, quite frankly? She got to be thrilled.
Hey, listen, can I win anything?
If they sell 7 copies, she'll be lucky.
We'll send you her book.
Yeah, it's coming in the mail someday. Big Black, you're on the air.
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on with you, dude?
Hey, I'm working now. I'm going on my way to work right now.
Good for you.
No more homeless shelter?
Oh, no, I'm still in the shelter. So I got a job, too. Paul, they're talking about Chauncey.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the names that he mentioned, he's got to mention the biggest one of all. You were talking this morning about the Olsen twins, and they turned 17 this week.
I'd love to talk to you, but your phone is so bad, your cell phone, I can't even...
Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just got off the bus.
Yeah, all right. I hung up on him. I mean, I
It's a
can't...
nightmare.
Who's going to sit and listen to that?
Apparently there's no phone at the shelter.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, if it was the biggest star in the world, I don't know if I'd put up with that. Right?
Right.
I wish we could have talked to him because I'm fascinated with his life right now.
Daniel, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey.
I accidentally had sex with a transsexual.
Accidentally?
Well, here's what happened.
I don't believe there were accidents.
Here's what happened. It's like 2 a.m. on Saturday night. I'm real horny, so I head down to the adult superstore here in Vegas. So I'm there, I'm looking to buy a video, and this thing keeps eyeballing me. I'm like, hey, baby. He's like, hey. We start talking. We go upstairs to the arcade. We watch a few movies. She's horny, I'm horny. So we pay to get into the theater. And there we start watching this movie.
Do you think that there are any horny chicks hanging out in an adult video store?
Yeah, that's
It's got to be a dude.
Hey, I was tricked.
You were tricked. Do you think there's girls hanging around an adult video store who are horny, who need sex from you?
In Las Vegas, yes.
Okay, whatever. Well, okay.
So, it performed fellatio on me, whatever. It, yeah.
Meanwhile, some dude, no, let's call it the way it is. Some dude performed fellatio on you.
He, pronouns, remember?
And by the way, you sound very gay anyway.
I was going to
I
say,
am
this
not
guy
gay.
doesn't know he's gay.
You're gay.
Dude, I'm not gay.
Oh, listen to your voice.
When you called, I thought you were a trans.
Yeah, you're mincing.
I accidentally gave oral to a guy.
All right, so anyway, all right, let me understand how you accidentally had sex with a transsexual. This dude gives you oral.
Her, Sandra.
Okay. Then what happens?
Oh, okay. So in the back, there's like this little pocket where you can just fit like maybe 1 or 2 people. So we get up and we go there, and I turn her over, backwards. So she
You can't say that.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You're not whipping anything.
All right, so you began to eat. All right, I hate this. How come you guys can't figure out how to do this yet? You've listened to the show for 500 years. All right, so you push the girl up against the wall. You're behind her, and then you start to have intercourse with her.
Exactly.
All right, go ahead.
And I want to make it better for her, so I figured, hey, why don't I massage her from the front?
Okay.
So I go towards the front, and there's a bulge in her pants. I'm like,
Wait a second. You said you got behind her.
Yes.
And you began to have sex with her.
Yes. So I go for it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you pull down her pants, his pants.
No, she had a mini skirt. Sorry.
Yeah, you pull it up.
I pull it up.
And you felt the bulge.
What's that?
You felt the bulge.
And I said, hold on, something ain't right.
Oh, that's all you said?
In my mind, I said something
Hold on.
Right.
Who do you say that to?
I looked at Sandra, and I'm like, and she's like, so I finished up.
Whoa.
Oh, forget it. That's no accident.
Wait a second. So where did you use the butt?
Yes.
You had anal.
Of course you did.
Of course.
Oh, you had anal.
Well, that's all he could have.
No. See, I thought the dude was like getting ready for sex, then he felt the bulge and he got out of there.
No.
You gave some dude anal.
Sandra.
Yeah, Sandra.
She's a woman by accident. And so I finished up, and at this point, I'm like freaking scared. I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? And my reaction was to punch her in the back of the head, and then I just ran out of there and left.
You didn't punch her.
Yeah, in the back of the head.
Oh, you.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so wrong. Because you know what, dude? First of all, you're punching her because you're gay. You knew it was a dude, and you're standing there, and you're just mad at yourself because you're gay.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, okay.
You
Keep
just
telling
had
yourself
sex
that.
with a man, but you're not gay.
And I like how you punched him.
You're a man?
That's a man, baby.
You still finished even after you knew.
Plus,
it only took 2 seconds.
Yeah, a heterosexual guy wouldn't have
but he started in the wrong
Homo
place.
says what?
Of course. You're gay, dude.
Dude, I'm not gay.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep telling yourself that while you're having sex with men.
Yeah.
When you feel that bulge, you know to
You're
just...
out of there.
Yeah.
How could you go on?
Well, now I know not to go to the superstore at 2 in the morning when I'm horny.
Yeah, and by the way, listen to your voice.
Right.
You sound as gay can be.
The superstore when I'm horny.
Who were you rooting for when you watched the Tonys?
I know not to go to the superstore.
Dude, you know what, man? You'd be a lot happy if you just sort of come out of the closet and embrace your gayness.
Well, sometimes I don't know if it's gay or not. I don't know if Beth does to you, but you ever on top of her imaginary position and she sticks her finger back there?
Yeah, and you know what I do? I clench up. Stupid.
Hey,
Get
that's
out
the
of here.
man's E-spot.
That guy's so gay.
He is.
Let me see if you can relate to this. Does your girlfriend have a penis?
I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys.
Right.
He's just not ready to admit it to himself.
Right. That's all. All right.
Accidentally.
We're talking about that TV show, Kids Who Are Rich and stuff.
Yeah.
Little Romeo is on there. Little Romeo is like 13, and he's a millionaire, I guess.
And he's Master P's son, I guess.
Master P's son, whoever Master P is. Evidently, Master P's a big deal.
Yeah, he's a multi-millionaire as well.
So they're interviewing the kid, and he's talking about he's got a Jaguar, custom made. Even his father, Master P, goes, the kid doesn't even drive. I don't even.
Right.
Look, what's he doing with this thing?
He doesn't know what his son is.
For this car right here, I got this custom-made Romeo style TV, DVD navigation system.
Romeo got cars, man. Romeo got, I'm like, he can't even drive.
That's nice.
DVD.
That's out of control.
Yo, check this out right here. I got like a little tape deck or something.
Can you imagine? He's got a Jaguar.
Jaguar.
It's custom made.
Yeah.
Romeo style.
I got it Romeo style, understand?
Yo.
What's that?
Romeo style.
Wow. I got a Mr. Skin.
All right, let's see if there's any skin in the movies.
All right.
This is Mr. Skin from MrSkin.com with all the skinfo from the latest movies. The big movie hitting theaters this weekend is Hollywood Homicide, starring Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett. It could also be called Dumb and Dumberer, but that title's already taken by the other PG-13 release this week. There's not so much as a nip slip in either flick, and if this keeps up, I'm only going to get hornier and hornier. New on DVD this week is the frat comedy Old School, a boobapalooza of anonymous knockridge. My favorite scene is the KY Jelly wrestling match where you get to see the glazed donuts of hot blonde Lisa Donuts. Donuts.
What's wrong with him?
He's sick.
Oh, yeah.
My choice for Best Picture of 2002 finally arrives on DVD this week. Frida, starring Latin lust bomb Selma Hayek as bisexual Mexican painter Frida Kahlo. Selma bears her sombrero-sized chest burritos a bunch and even has a lesbos scene, muy caliente. And if you el pause, I'm pretty sure you can even see Taco Bellage. I'm Senior Skin from MrSkin.com. Fast forwarding to the bueno parts.
All right. Frida. I wasn't going to get that one, but I would check out a lesbian scene.
Absolutely.
Just go to MrSkin.com. The guy just cuts away all the boring stuff and gets right to the good stuff.
Yeah, because that's a long movie. You don't want to necessarily get caught up.
Yeah, it's long and boring, and you got to, like, learn stuff. And you know what? When I'm learning stuff, I don't get that horny. Oh, what a nightmare that sounds like.
But, hey, Artie, your movie in the Mr. Skin Ministry.
Well, I'll tell you, there's good old-fashioned nudity in Old School, man.
Here, there's a Russian teenager, 16 years old. She's a tennis sensation. Her name is Maria Sharapova.
Oh, wonderful.
I think.
Sharapova.
There's too many syllables. Sharapova, I think. And evidently, you remember how Monica Seles used to grunt during a tennis match?
Yeah.
Well, this chick grunts so... This is Monica Seles. I don't have this new chick, but this chick grunts so loud that they took away points, I think.
Really?
Yeah. What the other players were just complaining so much that she was penalized a point for excessive grunting. And, you know, this grunting thing is such a bunch of crap. I mean, I see professional football players who don't grunt. I see basketball players who don't grunt. I see boxers don't grunt when they're boxing. Why would you have to go, ugh?
But there's a lot of that in the game at this point.
It's done for to distract the other players, I feel.
But even guys do it.
What happened to Monica Seles?
She's older and not doing as well.
Why don't you just bark like a dog?
I mean, she's almost there. People used to make a big deal about it when she first started, but we've sort of gotten used to her. And now a lot of people... I heard Andre Agassi grunting.
Because he has a vagina.
First of all, tennis has to get over itself. You can't make any noise in a tennis match.
Only they can make noise.
Yeah.
Mitch, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, you know, there was that commercial for Gary Busey's new show on the commercial break. It made me think, you know, this past week they aired on E! the Gary Busey episode where you had to wrestle that dude.
Yeah.
Hey, why is it if you've established that those scrolls are annoying, why do they air them on the second show? I don't get that. Why not just...
I don't know.
Enjoy those shows.
It's a power play, or I genuinely believe the people at E! believe that the scrolling across this ridiculous news of theirs somehow gives them imaging, like you can tune into E! at any time and get show business news. The problem is they're presenting shows that aren't news shows. A talk show or where something is visual, when you start scrolling across the bottom, it destroys what you're presenting. The main show gets taken away from. Their theory...
So true. I mean, there are hot chicks on that show sometimes, and I find myself distracted because I'm reading scrolls. Meanwhile, there's some hot broad on this.
Because your eye goes to a scroll. We're trained to think that there's something important happening if
I
there's
feel
a
like
scroll.
a dopey trained monkey. It pisses me off.
And then you got to sit there and have an argument with yourself. I'm not going to stare at the scroll. I'm going to stare at the
now
screen.
I gotta distract myself.
It's just the dumb. It's like if during Friends, NBC started running a news feed. I mean, what? There's such a sickness there. I can't even tell you. So when you finally point this out, you think someone would say, you're right. Maybe on some shows like our news show, our E-News, we'll run a scroll. But it becomes a pissing match between people.
You have so many battles. I can understand you throwing your hands up in the air. Hey, can you ask Robin Rosinski, how much is he saving? I love Stump the Buoy on the radio, but it doesn't translate on the TV show because you don't hear the music. How much would they have to pay? I can't believe it's that much.
There is a huge problem with our show in that we run these things in perpetuity. So every time we'd run it, we'd have to get clearances and all that kind of stuff. I happen to know it's a huge problem.
It's not just the money.
It's not a money issue. If it was a one-shot money deal, they'd do it. And
I have a theory. You know those white pubes that Artie's seeing? I think that's cake frosting.
All right. Could be. That's funny.
Could be.
That's true. Thank you.
Okay, one more thing. Artie, is it true that you once got suspended from your softball league for stuffing your bat with mozzarella?
Right, thank you.
Okay.
Wow. I think I ought to be on that new comedy show.
That's highly disgusting. Yeah, I think he could be the last comic standing.
Oddly enough, that is true, though.
Yeah. Let's go to Mike. Mike, go ahead. All right, Mike, thank you.
Yo, Howard.
Yeah.
Morning. How are you, buddy? Hey, now, listen. I got a question for you. I'm getting married soon, like in a week and a half, and I'm going to be a father and stuff like that. I'm really nervous about the whole situation. Is there any advice you got? Any heads up you can give me? Or
How old are you?
I'm 28.
And you're going to be a dad at the same time you get married?
Yeah.
I see.
I proposed to my fiance at Rockefeller Center, and then we found out about a month and a half later that she was pregnant.
Well, I have no advice other than you should really, to be a good father, you got to either go into therapy so you don't lay crap on your kids that you were given, or if you can't do that, I don't know. I don't have any advice. I don't know how you...
How do you know he needs that?
I don't know what he sounds like. A disturbed guy. That's why I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
I'm quite disturbed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just assuming he's disturbed. I think that to be a good father, you got to put your own ego aside. Every time you feel like a child and you need the attention or it's your issue, you got to focus on your kid. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know if every man goes through this, but I'm having quite a tough time as far as the stress and preparing for the wedding and preparing for the baby.
Well, because you're probably not ready. You're 28 years
on
old.
Way too much.
Yeah, I mean, to get married is a major stress. They say the biggest stress in your life is getting married, moving, a new job, getting fired from your job, or a death. And marriage might be right up number one with death. So you're taking on a huge thing. Then you're dealing with suddenly going from being a kid to now taking care of a kid, having to support a kid, getting life insurance, health insurance. Now, what do you do for a living?
I drive a truck.
Yeah. Well, look.
Yeah, you should be worried. You should be stressed out.
Hey, I make pretty good money and I got great benefits. You know what I mean? So,
It's 28. You should be having fun, like giving some guy anal in a movie theater.
On a Saturday night.
On a Saturday night when you're horny. I don't know. I think you're taking on a lot, but you're a good man in that you're saying, well, gee, how am I going to be a good father? It's a tough job.
Huge responsibility. I mean, I'm a little nervous about it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to learn to like your kids will be doing something that irritates you, and you know they're wrong, but sometimes even you gotta like not yell at them and stuff. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. You want to straighten them out, and then you can't. They got to learn for themselves. You can't impose who you are on them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've spoken to a bunch of my friends that have kids and stuff, and they say, you know, at times they yell at their kids and stuff like that, and then 5 minutes later they see their face and they feel bad. And
All I can tell you is don't bring him up in a black neighborhood if you're a white person. That's one thing I learned growing up. And don't, yell at them and try and every minute micromanage them. Let them be their own people. They're people. And that takes a while to figure out that they're really not you. And they're really not looking to be you. They're trying to figure out who they are.
Right, you got to give them that.
And just realize you're going to screw it up anyway.
Yeah. And even after all of that, they'll all be messed up. And so will you. And it's all a waste
And
of
the
time.
marriage won't work. I mean,
Right. You'll be divorced. I mean, this is how it happens, man.
But you're not even saying to him, get a prenup? Has he done anything like that?
Prenup? I don't have nothing to split.
Well, that's the problem. You think you don't have anything to split. But what happens, you're a hard-working guy. Driving a truck is hard work.
Yes.
Let's knock off the nonsense.
Certainly is.
Driving a truck is hard. And you got to take no does. God only knows what this guy's doing. He's never going to be home. His wife's going to be banging somebody else in a couple of years. And you know what? Whatever money you manage to save, let's say you put it into a house.
I'm glad you're so positive about my relationship.
Well, that bitch is going to take everything. And you know what?
She's going to have your house.
She's going to have your stupid house, the one thing you owned. You know what? My advice is I get in your truck and drive off a bridge. You're doomed.
That's for the bridge and then drive off.
That's just that it's not going to, you're going to get horny on the road. Your wife's not going to be. I've seen wives who are truck drivers who actually go around with their man in the truck.
Yeah, they live in the truck with
They live in the truck with the baby and the whole thing. That'll make you mental too. And you're going to end up cheating. So, yeah, Robin's right about the prenup. You should definitely do it. You need it more than a rich guy.
Yeah, maybe I'll consider it.
How much do you clear a year? 50, 60?
Yeah, I clear about 48.
Okay. 48,000. So when you got a house?
Yep.
All right. You own it? I mean, it's your house?
Yeah, my house.
All right. Dude, you get a divorce, that house is gone. You had that house before you met her. You're driving a goddamn truck. What does she do all day?
She's a massage therapist, actually.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, at least she's working.
Throw that out the window, though. She's having a baby.
Yeah, she's not going to work.
Yeah, she said she wants to stay home for the first year of the baby. And
Well, that's right. She should.
And then she extends.
Wait, you'll see. They all say they want to stay home the first year, and then they never leave.
Sir, we're not trying to be negative, but if you're lucky, you'll catch SARS.
Wow, she's going to own everything, man. And you know what's sad? You're going to end up living in a little, like it'll be a 2-room house. You'll have the basement, and you'll have a hot plate.
And he'll still be on that truck as much as he ever was,
And
if not more.
And you'll get to see your kid once a week or twice a week because you got to work. And then your wife will be the hero. Because she's home with the kids. Of course she's home with them. She don't have to work.
And bad-mouthing you.
And bad-mouthing you and telling me
Daddy's
suck.
Daddy's driving through Utah right now on no dose because he doesn't like you.
Daddy's not with you because he doesn't like. Daddy would love to be home. Daddy's got to work.
Right now, Daddy's trying to check into a motel in Muncie to get an hour of sleep tonight because he hates you.
I would get a prenup.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to consider it anyway.
Yeah, just say, hey, listen, I got to be protected here. I don't want to end up with a hot plate. I want my house. I had the house before I met you.
Yeah, it really should be an even split.
Even?
At least.
Let her drive a truck.
He's not going to get out at the rate he's going. He's not even going to get that.
Now, you're finished. At 48, you'll be lucky if you clear 20 for the rest of your life.
My God.
Yeah, what do you think goes on, dude? You don't read the paper? You don't listen to this show?
He doesn't understand that right now he's living on 48.
Yeah, he's living on 48. And then when his wife takes half.
Yeah, he's going to be, supporting everybody on that. And then when he leaves, they're going to keep the majority.
Have you managed to save any money?
Yeah, I got a few bucks.
What do you got in savings?
About 15.
Yeah, that's gone. She's going to take that.
Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. What's the percentage of successful marriages and successful upbringing?
I'll tell you exactly.
That's definitely possible.
60% of the marriages. I'm going to answer your question right now. It's going to shock you. 60% of marriages end in divorce. The rest of them, the dudes and the wives are miserable for the most part. So I would say 0% is successful.
No. There's like one. Maybe. Not a percent, just one.
One marriage. My parents. Listen, there's a couple, but there's very few marriages. You know what? And I don't care who you marry. It's just too, who are you friends with from high school?
Nobody.
Exactly. So the person you meet now, you think you'd want to be friends with them in 10 years? You get bored.
Or you just change.
I try to explain divorce to my kids. I go, I'll say to my daughter in college, I go, who are you friends with from when you were 10? Very few people.
Right.
You change.
Oh, people move on. They move.
That's right. That's right.
But you're going to be out on the road. Your wife's going to be at home developing her own interests. Going to look up one day and go, who am I married to?
Yeah, I'm married to a truck driver. She's been home reading books. She thinks she should be married to Deepak Chopra and Dr. Phil.
Drinking out of his mug.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he is not good for you.
That's right. She'll be sitting at home in her Dr. Phil scrubs.
Yeah, that's just like my husband. Dr. Phil will be telling some housewife, he's got to spend time with you. He's got to be more understanding and make romance and make a date with you every Friday night. And you're like,
and he's got to keep that date.
I drive a truck. I'm exhausted.
Is he married to you or a truck?
Yeah, and you know what, Dr. Phil? Give me that goddamn film mug. I'm going to smash it right now on the air.
Yeah, do it.
I can't even destroy it.
Break it?
It doesn't destroy.
It won't die.
It won't die, the Dr. Phil mug. What part of you thinks that as a lady you should have to put up with his truck driving? Friday night he should be taking you out. He should make a date, come to you, smell good, shower, bathe, whatever he's got to do. Now why shouldn't you have that? You know why? Because we work, you loudmouth, bald bastard traitor.
Thank you.
He doesn't care about you.
He hates you.
Yeah, well, excuse me. I drive a truck all week so that I can feed your fat ass.
He doesn't deserve you.
God damn it. Don't get married, man.
Oh, he's going to have a baby. He's already cooked. He did it.
Dude, the marriage is a week from this Saturday, the wedding.
You got to pull out. I don't like what's going on.
Put that truck in reverse.
I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. I don't. I've had it with her.
How much did you spend on the ring?
You could do better.
How much did you spend on the ring?
$4,000.
Oh, man. A guy makes $48,000. You know what he clears after? What do you clear after taxes?
I don't know. Probably about 36 or something. Or 34.
$4,000 went to a ring.
4 G's.
For this frau.
I mean, I hustle, too. I do some side work. You know what I mean? I do what I got.
Oh, I know you do. I admire you.
We know you hustle.
I take care of my kids.
Yeah. Oh, you will be.
You will.
Hey, listen, Howard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a bunch of people have been calling you up for a gift and stuff like that this morning. And maybe
I'm not giving it to you because half is it going to your wife. I would have given you $500, but $250 is already down the drain.
I promise I won't give it to her, dude.
No, you gotta have to.
No, she won't know about it. I'll keep it.
All right, you won $500 cash, courtesy of Wes Craven's They.
You're the man, Howard.
Written by Brendan William Hood and directed by Robert Harmon. Why is that important?
Why is it Wes Craven's Day?
It sounds like he didn't do a goddamn thing. Available everywhere on video and DVD now. $500 for you.
Thanks, Howard. I appreciate it, brother.
All right.
Hold on to it.
Thank you. Jesus, what a depressing call that was.
Yeah, he called too late.
Started out good. I was giving him father advice.
But he called too late.
Oh, man. Hey, Darrell Hammond. Is he still? He's not on Saturday Night Live anymore, is he?
I think he is. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's definitely there.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in, I think, 2 seasons. I haven't even seen it.
The only episode I watched all the way through was the one with that guy from The Deer Hunter. What's his name?
Christopher Walken?
Yeah, he was great.
Darrell's going to come in here later on, do the news with us.
Darrell's always one of the greatest guys on that show, though.
Does that great Jay Leno impression.
Yeah, he's really good.
Hope he does his impressions and doesn't get all wanting to be Darrell Hammond.
Well, he's good either way.
He always comes in and does voices for us.
All right. I like, what does he do? He does Dr. Phil, I think.
He does Leno, he does Dr. Phil, he does a great Ted Koppel.
And which president did he do?
Phil Donahue, and Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Really good Bill
Clinton. Yeah. Funny guy.
Question is, would we be in better hands? Are we in better hands with George Bush or Bill Clinton? Is the country in better shape? Are we better taken care of with which president?
I don't think Bill Clinton could have handled 9/11.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever would have done what George Bush did. I don't think he would have gone into Afghanistan. I don't think he would have gone into Iraq. I'll say George Bush. I hate to say it. I never thought I would say it. But he's done a good job.
Yeah, people are doing polls about that stuff right now.
I mean, and this is a very kooky time we're in right now. Anything post 9/11 is a whole new. We need a cowboy road warrior.
Yep.
We need a guy trying to prove something. You know what I mean? We need a maniac.
Not some guy who can sit back and think.
Yeah, we need a guy who overreacts to stuff, like me.
You need that guy who's drunk in a bar, or when some little guy gets out of line, he starts beating him up, and he starts looking at his friends going, what are you looking at?
We need a guy who gets a call to this radio show. Howard, I don't like the show anymore. You suck. I'm going to kill you. If you ever call here again, I'm going to hunt you down with a bow and arrow, you and your family. Kill you, your children, your parents, and your grandparents. That's what we need.
Irrational stuff.
Yeah. What is it, Scotty?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, brother.
What's happening?
You are.
Is this Howard?
Yes.
Hey, Howard, you're a Nectar fan, right? You remember Nectar?
I don't know. Okay, I got to go.
No, wait. No, I want to give you a DVD, man. You're always giving...
All right,
the country agrees with you. They think that the President Bush administration is running the country better than Bill Clinton's did.
There you go. Jose, you're on the air.
Howard, you're my hero.
All right.
Howard, I just want to say a couple of things. Listen, this guy that was there yesterday saying he was a doctor that collected your urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really not a doctor. You know, anybody can do that job. It's just a little course in phlebotomy that they have to
No, I know that guy was a doctor. He was a doctor in the Philippines. He was just here to collect the urine for my insurance.
But he also said he did physicals. He said he did...
he draws blood.
I did that kind of work. What you do is you set up the appointments with the clients. You go over, and the physical consists of a blood pressure.
Yes, I know. I know. I did a physical already with my doctor.
Right.
And then I had to give urine.
That's where your urine should be with your doctor, not some guy coming over. There's DNA in urine. And now
I don't care. I don't even care. You know what? He was a doctor in the Philippines, which makes him a witch doctor here in the United States. But I don't even care.
Anyone who's a doctor in a third world country would have it made. There's no reason for them to leave, first of all. Second of all, can I say something else?
No, because the guy was a nice guy, came in, he collected the urine. He's a nice guy. He's a doctor over in the Philippines. Well, he was just collecting urine, dude. He wasn't here to bother anyone.
I thought he said he had a license here.
No. He's got a... I don't know what he's...
It's a driver's license.
It's a driver's license. Same license you got.
He's a doctor in the Philippines.
Howard, why are you putting down divorce so much? You know, I've been listening to you from way
Putting
back
down
when.
divorce, he's very for it.
Divorce is devastating.
No, marriage,
That's why.
marriage.
Why am I putting it down?
Yeah, you know, marriage is the hardest thing that anyone in life would
That's
have
right.
to do.
So that's why too many people just do it in their 20s. They don't even know what it is.
It's not for everybody.
But Howard, your analogy about who do you know from high school that you still know?
Yes.
I mean, that has nothing to it.
I see. Okay.
Only special people do you stay in contact with.
Well, sometimes they're not so special.
Yeah, who says you married a special
Sometimes
person?
your judgment isn't that together. Sometimes you... come on. Get out of here.
Howard.
You enjoy being married?
I've been married 22 years.
That's not what he asked you.
Do you enjoy it?
Absolutely.
You sound gay to me. You do? I would have sworn this guy was gay.
No, but my thing is, why when you ask somebody if they enjoy their marriage, they tell you how many years they've done it?
Exactly. Because they don't enjoy
They
it.
can't ever answer that question.
Because they're counting.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right, I got to go. Good. I'm glad you're the one guy who's happy. Everyone I meet seems to be miserable.
Hey,
Thank
Howard.
you. Yeah.
Howard, the best years of your show used to be when Allison used to come on and you used to talk.
Absolutely. I love Allison. I still love Allison. She's the greatest woman in the
Those
world.
were the best years of the show. Why are you still here?
Yeah, you got to leave the show. That's me and you got to get a divorce. All right.
Howard, you're the man.
I got to get off the phone with this guy. This is what happens when I walk down the street. I get trapped with people like this. You the man.
I've been married for several years. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever say you're a more feminine sounding man?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who had sex in the video store.
Yeah, I mean, really.
By accident,
People who don't know they're gay. All right. I got to take a break.
That guy was a doctor in the Philippines, which makes him a waiter here.
Whatever. I had no problem with the guy collecting my urine.
He was a nice guy.
Right. We're going to be back right after these words. This is Howard Stern.
Howard Stern on the air.
Ready?
Look who joins us today, Darrell Hammond, who's going to be at Caroline's tonight through Sunday. I guess you had to put together a little stand-up act for that, or you just can't just stand up there and...
Yeah, you got to tell a couple of jokes.
You can't just have the audience ask questions?
No. I
What do you got, an hour in you or what?
Yeah, about an hour.
You do a lot of the voices?
As many as I can get in. You got to put in a little bit of stand-up, too, a little, because...
Observational humor?
You got to do a little bit of that.
Do you work dirty, or do you do all clean?
Sometimes I work dirty. I mean...
Say the S word, F.
F word. Yeah, second shows are a little blue.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I want to hear F word.
Yeah.
I'm sick of like Seinfeld. He's going to prove how good he can be without the F word. You know what? I like the F word.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that good.
You don't show your penis or anything. I go crazy.
No, I don't show the penis.
I tried stand-up once. 30 seconds in, I had to show my penis. It was, I had nothing to say.
Yeah.
I'm more of a broadcaster.
Well, you can tell if I'm bombing by how quickly I jump into Clinton. You know?
Yeah.
You go into Clinton, it's automatic laughs.
Yeah.
Well, are you doing a lot of Hillary Clinton, like Bill Clinton stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know.
Isn't it true everybody thinks they can do Clinton?
Yes.
Even I think I can do it.
Yeah, you think you do it.
I think I do it.
Yeah, but you kind of can.
Yeah,
it's just that. I ended up doing whatever anyone else is doing now. I hear it so much.
You don't even sure what he sounds like anymore.
I don't even remember. So here's my Clinton. Okay, that's it. No, yeah, Hillary's in the paper again today.
Well, Hillary's in the paper because...
Yeah, they know.
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, she said that she was attracted to Bill Clinton's hands. And I said, well, how could you be attracted to the hands that squeezed Monica Lewinsky?
Yeah.
And probably put his fingers in her dirty place.
You know I kissed her, right?
You kissed Hillary?
No, Monica.
You did?
Yeah, on our show one time.
Oh, yeah, right. You were playing Bill Clinton, right?
Yeah, that was a trip.
Hey, was it good?
Well, I just don't know how to categorize it.
She's very fat.
Does
that turn you on?
It's like I don't know. I mean, it was like acid. It was like LSD. It was like how do you it's like famous, very famous face, right. and you know all that it's famous for, and it's like coming towards yours.
What happens? Do you rehearse with her the kiss?
Yeah, you rehearse it.
So you had to kiss her several times?
Yeah.
I know it, like when you do a love scene in a movie, actors always say, well, you know, it doesn't make a difference. It's acting and it's not even sexual. But I found in my movie, it was very sexual. I was getting turned on. I had a full arousal when I was kissing Mary and the girl in the bathtub. I was fully aroused. When you were kissing Monica Lewinsky, were you getting into it?
No, it was just it was just the theater of it. It was just that it was Monica.
But do you go so into Bill Clinton, you're like...
Do you tongue her?
No, it was just a famous face and that all that's, you know, famous for. And it's like coming towards yours, and you're like, it's like... You know,
did you squeeze her fat?
It gets about right here. You hear surprise. You know.
So did you go to her room and rehearse kissing?
Yeah, I saw her in a towel. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That'd be frightening.
Yeah, I thought she was hot.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Do you think she wanted you?
No, I think she was selling books.
Right.
Yeah. No way.
But you would have banged her if you could. Well, you're married, right?
Yeah,
sort of.
I think at that time I was. At that time we were separated, so I would have. I certainly would have.
Marriage doesn't work, right?
Never.
He's married, separated,
well,
then gets
where
back
is he
together.
now? I mean, it's hard to tell. Are you separated still? Or you're back
separated
together?
right now.
It's we're not living in the same place because I just don't live well with with people.
You want to live on your own?
Well, you know what? You live with your girlfriend?
No, we have separate apartments.
Yeah, because it's like you get in and there's like every room has like a rule.
Yeah.
A bathroom, and she just would get so mad at me. It's just like, you know, there's so it's like the hole in her mouth isn't big enough, you know, for all the topics to come out at one time. Like start being.
Well, let me see.
No, she started yelling at me. It's like being yelled at by an auctioneer. Like,
yeah.
Darrell, damn it! Wanted out to be able to see our floor.
Do you? How do you work it out? You're separated now. In other words, you live in separate places.
Mm-hmm.
But you like date?
You date each other.
I can't categorize. I don't know. We talked every day for 15 years. We love each other. We keep trying. I don't know.
You got a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's it.
Yeah.
So, do you date any other women?
No, not now.
That's what I'm saying. They're still trying, I guess.
Yeah. I love her. What am I going to do?
You love her.
You can't help it.
You do love your wife.
Yeah, sure.
You just can't live with her.
I can't live in the house with her, babe.
Hey,
Can't do
does she date anyone?
No.
So you're really not separate. You just have separate living quarters.
Oh, yeah, we're not really separated now. No.
I can't figure you
But
out.
how does he tell if they're separated?
Huh?
Like, did you split up your money and stuff? I mean, do you still support her? Or?
Yeah. Well, actually, she manages my money, so I...
Oh, so you're lucky to get some.
She's the only honest person. The person totally honest I can trust. But
How far away does she live? That sounds interesting.
Downtown. I live uptown.
Wow. A whole island between the two of them.
Yeah.
You live in Harlem. She has a place at the Statue of Liberty.
So when do you get together? Like, I mean, do you do it still and everything?
Yeah, sure.
When do you get together?
Once
a week?
I try to see the baby every day, my daughter every day if I can, and then you get real tired and you go to bed. It's like 4 or 5 days a week we try.
And do you date
each other?
Yeah.
No.
Do you ever go to a movie with her? Or?
Yeah, occasionally you do something like that, but it's just, I find it hard to have a child, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I just don't. All I do is try hard, and it seems to work out okay.
And trying hard for a guy is real hard.
Yeah.
Guys aren't meant to be mothering.
Yeah, there was a guy who once said, when you tell, I guess it's that Dr. Gray or Mars and Venus, when you say, you complain to a guy that he's not doing enough, he's already doing all he can.
Yeah, I feel like a hero.
It's a real knock.
I did this whole party for my 10-year-old with 5 kids. I'm still congratulating myself.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, wow, you should see what I did.
That was Herculean.
It really is. It's like women can even have a baby and don't even brag about that. It's like we fix a doorknob.
It's like we can go rest for the rest of the day.
Drinks around the house.
I know. Even with my boyfriend, he does any little thing. He's like, another miracle. It's like a miracle.
That's right. We think we'll turn on the tube and see, couple doing a report on it.
So Gary told me that you had to make a tape for Katie Couric when she hosted The Tonight Show?
Yeah, I did.
What's that all about?
An instructional video on how Jay does the monologue, how to get through it and all that.
Really?
You did that for her, but you didn't air it.
I don't know if she did or not. I think it was for the Today Show, and I didn't hear anything about it, so maybe it was.
Oh, I see. So you pretend to be...
I just basically show how Jay does every monologue.
How does Jay do every monologue?
Well, first you come out, and the audience cheers, and then it starts to die down, and you go... And it's just as it's dying down, you go... calm down. We didn't come here to have fun.
That's his stock line.
Sure. And then it finally dies down, so he starts going, well, that's very exciting. Actually, even more exciting. But this is true. Oh, no, I'm not making this up, right?
There's a lot of that for a while.
Sure, yes. We don't see his robot, with the lawnmower. With the line, no, barely see he's going to start selling McDonald's hamburgers, but we're going to McDonald's, And then it's like, I can see it now. I'll take a quarter pounder of fries. Why don't you throw in a pair of underwear or homemade McNuggets? Oh, no, I'm making this up. And then you got to get to the next joke.
Right.
So you go, let's see what else is happening. Oh, here's something interesting. Here's something interesting. Michael Jackson got another kid. That's true. I read it. It wasn't in the newspapers or anything. It was on one of those Amber Alert warning signs. Oh, no, I'm not making this up. What else?
It's a lot of no, I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
He's got to let you know it's true.
Well, yeah. Yeah, this is true.
So you're saying it's an easy job, really, once you get it down?
I don't know. I'm saying he's got a thing.
He's got a whole pattern, and he works it every night.
And he works it.
I think so.
And you've got it figured out.
That's right.
You broke the code.
Formula.
When you do a gig like Caroline's, why not just go there and be Jay Leno and show people how it's done?
Why not? Just do the whole monologue that way?
Yeah, it'd be easy. You wouldn't have to work hard.
All the work.
Just do those jokes.
Here's how I do it.
Say you're Jay Leno and charge way more money to go to like a corporate gig or something.
Well, it's more a little more jokey joke on the Tonight Show, I think, than his stand-up.
Right? No, absolutely.
So do people keep asking you how much longer you're going to be on Saturday Night Live? Like, is that your standard question? Because you've been there a while.
I think that they basically don't even think I'm on.
Yeah, I didn't think you were on anymore.
It's sort of like it's a weird scene. It's like it's almost like being a retainer.
Do you want to leave?
I wanted the money. And,
right.
And
why leave?
I like it that they pay me really well. And
do they? I heard they don't pay well.
They've been paying me good.
Really?
And I don't understand it because they don't really get used as much anymore. We're not doing that much political humor. You know, and that's basically what they hired me for.
So you get that paycheck.
Get that paycheck.
You got to go there every day?
No.
You just show up when they write something for you?
Yep.
You don't even have to write it?
So they call you and say, we need you.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like on retainer.
I kind of think it is, yeah. I mean, it's not supposed to be.
So what do you do, like, to make extra money? Like, you go around and do these corporate gigs and stuff?
Yeah, total prostitution, sure.
Yeah, sold out.
Yeah, works good. Sure.
What was it you did, Tommy Hilfiger? What do you have to do there when you go?
Well, I was supposed to just tell some jokes, but then they had a Holocaust survivor, do like a speech, and
and you got to follow that.
Yeah, it's
wow.
like, and now some jokes.
Oh my God!
I mean,
How about that Sammy Sosa, ladies and gentlemen?
Like, what does Tommy Hilfiger do? He has like a corporate event to entertain his executives.
I think it was a benefit and golf tournament to raise money for the anti-defamation.
Oh, so they say to you, look, we're going to hire you. You tell jokes. They don't tell you that a Holocaust survivor is going to come on first.
No.
And it's an old guy, and he gets up there and he's like, the Nazis, they put electrodes on my penis, and then you and everyone's all bummed out.
Really, really rough. Yeah.
Wow. And then you go up.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just said, all right, great, now some jokes, and thankfully they responded to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were waiting for some relief. Huh?
And then I just, I segued into a couple of women jokes, women's rights and stuff like that, and they were like, oh, that's
hey, you want to hear about the Holocaust? It's true
human rights. Yeah, Holocaust is a very interesting story.
It's
true.
6 million Jews.
Well, you know about those lampshades, right? With the lampshades and yeah.
How about that Hitler? Well, I can't do it like you do, but...
Hitler was an interesting guy. And here's an interesting guy. Yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Complicated guy.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Let's see.
Why are they asking me to ask you if you ever got arrested in Mexico?
I don't know.
Did you?
Who, are you talking to the dead?
I used to get drunk down there.
Oh, you got drunk down there.
Yeah, I broke my nose a couple times.
Yeah, you're not a drunk anymore, though.
No.
You're off the sauce. You told me that.
I'm not saying I don't fake injury to get prescription meds once in a while.
Right.
Well, who does that? I mean,
Yeah.
No big deal.
it's a tough business.
Yeah.
Who's on Saturday Night Live now? Do you even know? I don't know. I know you probably don't either.
I haven't been there for a while.
Jimmy Fallon does the news.
Jimmy Fallon, Tina Fey.
What about the Monkey Boy guy?
I think he's leaving this year. He was and it was sad because one of the parts I got to do was Regis, and he was a great Gilman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You like Regis?
Yeah, I like Regis. I admire what he's done.
Yeah.
It's time for him to retire, though. I mean, go enjoy his life. What is he still doing it for?
He's not going to stop.
Yeah.
I co-hosted that recently, and it was the most unbelievable. It's like an explosion at 7:30 a.m. when he comes in, and it's just him being Regis. Like Darrell, good morning, Darrell Regis Philbert here. Joy's in the back. Gelman's walking around. He's got combination skin. Combination skin. The other day he had frizzies. The other day it was split ends. He calls me on the phone. He says, "Reg, I'm losing my wow."
He's got a lot. He talks a lot.
He talks a lot, and of course the punch, the thought ends with a yell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, Gelman, why don't you just drop all you're doing and become a ballerina?
And that makes it work.
Yeah.
Don't you love that Kathy Lee Gifford really had nothing to do with the success? Didn't you think for a long time that the reason people watched was Kathy Gifford? Then she left, and the show does even better. I love that.
Kelly's amazing.
Kelly does well, and I'm rooting for her.
Yeah.
Now, you had done it with Kathy Lee?
Yeah, Kathy Lee was a little rough on me.
Yeah?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, like...
Because she's a bitch?
She'd have you on the show, and then
There's one reason.
She'd ask you, like, to do a voice, like, and then, like, one time, and then she'd just go, I don't know.
Yeah, because she's so talented.
She'd just go, I don't know, needs a little work, right, folks?
Really?
Oh.
Goodness.
Have me on the show and backdoor me one time, why don't you?
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Thanks a lot.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Kathy Lee's so old. It's like, do Henry Ford.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you love that she's rough on the eyes now? Like, she doesn't even have her looks. Her hair's all falling out.
I always thought that one of the eyelids, it was Hillary. Actually, Hillary Hillary doesn't do this, but it's that one of the eyelids would fall.
Yeah.
Like out of like a shock to the nervous system from just total rage. Like Hillary is like her mouth will smile, but her eyes don't.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I
she's
mean?
angry.
You can't match them.
It's hard to put the two together.
Right.
And you can imagine being married to that
Kathy
guy.
Lee really sandbagged you. You should just turn to Kathy Lee and say, you know what? You don't have any talent. You can't do a voice. You can't sing.
And I had just gotten on Saturday Night Live, and I was like, all scared and everything, and she was just like hammering me.
Right, making you look bad.
And the Monica Lewinsky story had just broken that morning. She was like, you know what, I don't know if we really,
we should be talking about this. This is people's tragedy.
I want to talk about this right now. Hillary is like a friend of mine.
Oh, come on. Hillary's a friend of hers.
Yeah, and Frank gave me, wanted to give anal to that woman in the...
Yeah.
I have to say she was nice to, she sent a CD to, or some kind of a CD of her songs or something to my daughter.
You think that's nice?
I don't know.
You think that's a mean act?
Yeah, what'd you pay for that?
I'm going to get you now. I'm going to send one of my CDs to your daughter. That'll shut you up.
Here's a Christmas CD for her.
Yes, I don't know your name. Hey, line 4.
It's Kevin Eubanks.
Oh, Kevin Eubanks impressionist. Look at this. To go with your Jay Leno.
It's Jay on the show.
All right.
All right, he's going to work with you. Give Darrell a chance.
All right, let's see here. Here's something interesting. I guess he's like Sammy Sosa. You got a found cork in his bat.
There you go. All right, very
Sammy
good.
Sosa, cork in his bat. That'd be like Tommy Lee dropped his drawers and a sock fell out. Right, Kevin?
Yeah, I hung up on him.
Oh.
I had enough of his impression.
That's when he's supposed to have the outburst of laughter.
Hey, there was a couple of things I wanted to just get to before we do the news. And by the way, go see Darrell tonight through Sunday at Caroline's in Manhattan. I should get over there.
You think we were going to come last time? But
I know.
But you look at you got. I mean, if I don't go out, I mean, I take care of my daughter, and I have TiVo and books and spare ribs.
And you stay home.
Yes, I do.
You don't need sex?
Yeah, I do.
What do you do? Porn? Be honest.
It sounds like Jay.
Maybe.
I got a little once in a while, double stuffed Oriental sluts.
What are you doing for yourself?
I do good.
You whack off, huh?
Sure.
Why not?
Don't you?
Nah, I got a girlfriend.
Oh well, I get a little of that sometimes too, but you got I do what I can do. I do as well as I can do.
It's basically prescription medication and whacking off.
Yeah.
That's what life becomes eventually.
Yeah.
All right, just getting back to yesterday's show for 1 second. VH1. This guy explains why Smells Like Teen Spirit is the best song of the last 25 years.
25 years. You're going to explain it.
I would just like to know why it's the best song of the last 25 years.
Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit. A lot of people just crank their TVs up to 11 or higher or 21, whatever it goes up to, because this is a song that we talked about being definitive, breaking through. This is a song that established a whole generation in terms of representing them. It's what punk music was to a particular generation. Nirvana and Smells Like Teen Spirit is to another.
That's a dumb explanation.
Yeah, I thought he was eventually going to make some sense.
Yeah, he's only rambling.
I don't follow that.
Me neither.
It's like a Sharpton explanation.
Yeah. You do Sharpton?
I've been watching him lately. I'm pretty.
You're going to put him in?
Yeah, who do you do?
I do, let's see.
Sharpton's tough.
Well, Sharpton is has a broken nose and or some kind of nasal thing, and the thing he's always doing is backpedaling while insulting, like be like, I did not call Mayor Giuliani a bozo. I said bozo could done good a job of Giuliani. Clearly, that's not calling Giuliani a bozo. That's not saying Giuliani is bozo. How could Giuliani be bozo when bozo not Giuliani? There's a world of difference.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Between calling Giuliani a bozo and saying he has similar talent to bozo.
But he's into the Jesse Jackson category a little bit.
He's criticized. Yeah, Jesse. The best Jesse story in history was the Taliban episode.
Which was?
Was you going to go see the Taliban? He said they call him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was. Want me to do that?
Yeah.
He's like,
I love when you do that kind of.
It's like, let's see, I got to get the. I did not contact a Taliban. They, in fact, contacted me. What happened was this. I had a hang-up on my machine. So I started 69. And a voice said, who's this? I said, who is this? They said, who's this? I said, no, I star 69 you. I had a great laugh over what transpired. I called appropriate authorities. Washington, D.C., and rat-a-tat-tat. I tried to contact my friend Gary to tell him how funny it was, but I pushed redial by mistake. I got the Taliban. At first I thought it was my friend Gary trying to be funny, because the guy on the other end was like, that's how I know it was the Taliban.
You must make a lot of dough doing commercials or something, right? I mean, do you do voices?
Do voiceovers and voices for commercials?
Yeah, I started doing like some cartoon stuff.
Yeah, do that.
I don't turn anything down.
You know?
No, not really.
Maybe I'll get you involved with my cartoon. I'm doing Howard Stern the high school years for TNN.
I did. I did.
Which is Spike Television now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they changed their name.
Yeah, tell me what I can do.
All right, I'll hire you.
Yeah.
He could be your Harry Shearer. He'll just do every other voice.
Yeah, I'll just have you do a bunch of voices.
I'd love it. Seriously.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
See if you pass the audition.
Okay.
All right. Debbie Schlussel. Hi, Debbie. Debbie? Oh, she's gone. Why did she call and hang up?
Yeah, what's she doing?
My favorite thing is when someone's talking to you on the phone and you don't even talk back.
I mean, what are you going to do?
We're going to, right, Howard? Right?
I'm busy doing other stuff. Yeah, I'm ignoring it. I'm a tough voice to do, though. Very few people do. Why is that?
Have you watched him and trying to see where he...
No, he didn't bother.
I've heard a couple of great ones.
Elon Gold does me.
Yeah, he does it really well. I think Jimmy Fallon does it pretty well, too.
Yeah? And there's another guy who does me. Well, actually, Michael McKeon did me on Saturday Night Live.
Michael McKeon did a pretty good job.
It was funny.
Yeah, it's like, I think it kind of once you see someone do it really well and you think that's the way it should be done, you don't want to do it.
Right. You see you're honorable.
Yeah, well.
You don't rip them off.
No. It's easy to rip off someone's impression.
It is?
Yeah, because they've done all the work and they found the angle.
Right, they figured it out.
Yeah, although I thought Jimmy's was pretty original, though.
You going to do news with us, or are you going to just...
Yeah, whatever you want.
You don't care?
No, let's hang out.
You'll stay?
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have to go date.
No.
You got that porn collection.
Right. Just going back and watching the kids.
All right.
There's no sex that's imminent.
Might as well stay with us.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be back right after these words with the news. Darrell Hammond. See him tonight through Sunday night at Caroline's in Manhattan. For tickets, call 212-757-4100.
Here's model actress Angie Everhart on her relationship with Howard Stern.
John, you have a question?
Yeah, can I ask Angie a question?
Go ahead.
Angie, was Howard great in a sack? Is that what you're implying?
Can I answer that, Howard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait. You can't say the F word. Wait.
The Howard Stern Show. Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock. EFP 7 Helium.
All right, we have a special guest today, Darrell Hammond.
Thank you.
It was a morning radio war we won, and we got Darrell to come on here.
Yeah.
Everyone was fighting over him.
Really?
That's right. Tonight it was between us and the Z Morning Zoo, and we won.
That's not true, is it?
No. Darrell Hammond tonight through Sunday. Was there a glimmer of hope there?
I was
for you?
hoping,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Tonight through Sunday at Caroline's in Manhattan. For tickets, call 212-757-4100. All right, one last phone call for Darrell, then we'll do the news. Miguel, you're on the phone.
Hey, buenos dias, man.
Buenos dias, mi sabes de pesca la cocina. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, can you ask Darrell to do the Hushnik Philbin skit?
The Hushnik Philbin?
Yeah,
you mean Rashid Philbin? Rashid Philbin?
No. It was with Christina Ricci that you were like, all right, you already got the goat,
Yeah.
you got the cheese, you got the rice.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It was we did Who Wants to Eat? Yeah, in Bangladesh.
Who Wants to Eat?
Regis Philbin. Yeah, Rashid Philbin with Who Wants to Eat.
Oh, I get it now.
You've got the goat. You've got the bowl of rice. Yeah, something like that. Or you can go for this tasty goat.
That's funny.
Yeah. You're going? We're talking about a goat. Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, guy likes it. Hey, so we're going to do some news now.
Good.
Going to figure out what's going on with the news. What were you and Robin talking about in there?
Iraq.
Oh, really? What were you? Iraq?
Iraq.
No.
Iraq. Nice.
Darrell went into your newsroom,
Yes.
and I said, don't go in because she's preparing the news, and he went in anyway.
I just wanted to say hi.
It was a long time. Would you ask her out?
No. She's amazing.
She's got a
but,
boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't have that kind of confidence anymore.
She reject you.
She
What?
will.
Would you go out with Darrell?
Well, I can I?
She's way out of the
Do whatever you want.
Out of my
I
league.
can. Well,
Ask her out.
I don't feel that I can.
Ask her out as Bill Clinton. I think she'd say
Or Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
I wouldn't date Jesse Jackson.
No?
But you date a guy who could do Jesse Jackson.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin Quiver, Jesse Jackson. Let's make love. Look here.